Good evening, good afternoon. Today is Friday, March 6, 2026. So another interesting day with a lot of good price action. I just left these lines for you to see. The pink line are always mark a quarter to 2 p.m. New York time. But actually these lines are from yesterday, but very interesting to see how market remembers. So it was exactly back at the range we saw yesterday. But let me just adjust it because I'm looking for here. This is actually the low of today's range, but it's almost the same as yesterday. So we have bar 53 is both high and low of this 15-minute bar quarter to 2. So okay, let's first have a look at. Let me first delete these lines from the day before yesterday. Let's have a look at the daily. So what's going on here? We are testing the low of this trading range where we have been for a long time. Day before yesterday was meaning Wednesday was pretty strong reversal. We tested back at the top of the range as expected. We had to test back. Maybe a little bit unexpected that we went this much lower today. But as you can see, we have had a lot of a big range today. We have been up and testing the famous 25,000 and above, but we didn't find buyers. It was a rejection, and now we are testing back. But we have tails, but both below and above. On 1 hour. So today, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So we are moving within the same band. We had 3 wedges down here, went up, got a double top, triple top. So we had a top 2 days ago. We have tested back several times. We tested this area again today. Smaller 1 hour bar, you can see here, and it ended up as a rejection. This was in the European session, 9 o'clock Europe time. So in the pre-market, we actually got a strong movement down. We also had some news out. So we can see from 2 hours before the market opened in New York, we had a strong movement down. If we take from the top to the low, we probably got a 50% retracement. So let's move to 15 minute. Also just to mark high and low of yesterday. So we're over here. Let me mark it as usual low with black line, high within the regular trading hours. So it came early. The high and the close always with red. So the close here, 15 minutes past 4 p.m. in New York. Okay. So what happened here, as we saw it on the daily, the early morning, then market opened in Frankfurt, here in London, then Frankfurt, and we had a pretty strong movement down in the pre-market, and then market opened here, bar number 1, 330, and we got a reversal, what looks like a 50% reversal, or 50% retracement. So in the big picture, not really a big day. We pulled back, and then for several hours, many hours, we have been within this range, about 100 point, 150 point. Let's look at 5-minute. And here we can see it. Bar number 1, a bit of a doji, and a test down here. Bar number 2, a number of inside bars, big tails, a lot of confusion in the market after this strong movement down, but not too many sellers down here. A lot of tails, strong bar up, bar 7, strong reversal, even stronger bull reversal when you see this bar number 9. I mean, it usually has to go higher, right? So it did, and we have been testing many times. We got a wedge up, bears came in, we got a double bottom, bar number 17 with 39. We tested back, got a series of strong bull bars, but it wasn't enough. We got back to 850. And then the market shifted down a bit, down to 800 areas. Bulls attempted to go to 900, but instead we shifted down with 800 as the height. Now we have retested 700, and we can see we have a triple bottom here, 17, 39, 69. Can we go lower? Yes, we can. I mean, we can. We have days where we use a full range. We could test all the way back to 600. There's only 40 minutes left of the regular trading day, but could happen. Let's see. If bulls get a good bar here, there will probably be buyers above it. Some bulls were still long up here. It's a pretty good bar, 67. It's not a strong breakout bar, but it went to the top of this range. Perhaps we need to go a little bit lower and find a good bull bar, and then there will be buyers on top of that. Let's see. So let me also mark opening of the day, always with blue. Bar number 1 down here. And then I will, let me see. Yeah, I actually erased my launch bar. So 1/4 to 2, that's 20,000, 2,000, I mean, in Europe. 3 bars before that, so it was 53 that marked both the high and the low of that 15-minute bar. I could also just show the 15-minute bar, but now I do it like this. So this is an important range, right? So we tested back to exactly to the top of this range and didn't find buyers. Instead, we reversed down and we broke below. Right now we have an obvious target here. Opening of the day, that is the target for bears right now. And it could be vacuuming down to this blue line. Let me just check. Got a bit confused here. Are we? Yeah, okay. So we broke below low of yesterday, right here with bar 69. We started below low of yesterday. We were aiming. We can now see that we were aiming for close of yesterday, which is very close to the famous 25,000 area, which is impressive, you could say, due to after these key numbers that came out at just before market opened. But so it wasn't possible to go back to 25,000 today. And we are now below low of yesterday, and we are 300 points below close of yesterday, the red line. So let's see what happens when we reach the blue line. There is support down here, so will we just break through it? I doubt it. So we can see we are getting there, but good bar, but also probably a vacuum test. We are cutting through. We closed right at opening of the day. Some will buy this simply because they think it's a vacuum bar. So good job by bears. So this area is pre-market, but there are buyers down here. So when you look at here at bar 68 now, you would say, well, of course it was a sell. But it wasn't that clear up here. But a strong reversal, and then we broke out of this trading range. And of course, this is a sign that we will go lower. Could be buyers down here, looking to the left. But difficult to buy, but we can see there are some buyers stepping in. Would prefer to buy above a bull bar. So the day has changed a bit. Now we have a picture of a trading range, but a higher range, right? Will we just break down and sell from here and go and have a measured move down from the top? I doubt it. We have spent so much time up here that it's likely that bulls at least want to get closer. So can bears keep selling, or did they reach that target? Are they exhausted here? Was a big move. 200 points in a 100-point range day. Well, we got to the low of the range, right? We have been moving up until, let me see, 850. So bears are testing the lows here. So why did I buy here? Maybe I bought too early, but just like the movement of this bar 73, how it started. And I thought that bar 72 could be exhaustion. But we're still trending a bit further down. If bulls come back in, it's likely that they want to go up to the blue line. Let's see, 15 seconds left. I don't like to move my stop losses, but I think I'm too close to this area. We need to get rid of some bears. They need to get cold feet. Don't want to be the first to sell down here. Some of them sell higher. We go higher, they sell again. It can continue like that for a while until we get them out, or we could simply break out strongly towards 500. It's a big round number. So we can see that market, it reacts when we get down here in this area. But is it enough? Some buyers will try to sell again. We move up, they sell higher, hoping to get a little bit closer, get lower. Then some buyback shorts. So there's a battle. There's a battle down here. Not an easy spot to sell for the bears, but let's see. They really want a breakout here, but are too afraid to sell too low. Would like to sell higher. So let's see. Maybe the bar that bulls have been waiting for. Need a bull bar to buy above. I should also have waited for this bar. Exactly where I bought. So they're trying to sell again. Also some bulls scalping out. Okay. Yeah. Strong reaction. There are bulls down here. They're mad. They feel tricked by bears by this movement. They were waiting for this opportunity. They just gunned it up and sold. But this is strong, and this will scare bears. We could go right back to the trading range up here. Actually quite common. We haven't seen it for a while, but this is quite common that you get a full trading range and you say, well, we will just keep selling, but no, it is still a trading range and we could end up right up here, at least 50%. So we could go back to, yeah, 700 is about 50% of the day, and then they can call it a shared day. Still, bears have won this one, I would say, because we are below low of yesterday and below 25,000. But that's it for me today. Could go a bit higher, but before I close down, let us check the daily. So yeah, we are testing the low of this trading range. We are getting back close to the low of this strong movement we saw some weeks ago, where maybe some thought, well, now it's going really bad. We are going down to 20,000, but it didn't happen. This is still a trading range. We have seen some strength from bulls today, despite some disappointing numbers and a war going on. So is this just the low of a trading range where bull comes in next week? Will be interesting to see. That's all for now. Have a good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and have a great weekend. Talk to you next week.